James, why do you think it's important for the church to reach the community?
Well, I think that it's important because it's a command from the Lord. The Lord said his last commandment was to go ye therefore into all the world and make disciples. I often tell the people at our church that missions isn't an option, it's a command, and it starts in your community, and then reaching out to the outer reaches of going to other countries and things like that.
Do you think that the church currently is doing that well, or is there room for improvement?
I would say the church there's always room for improvement. And every church is different. Every church has a different temperament. And also some churches are a lot farther along than others are. I think overall we could do a better job, as Southern Baptists, as the church, we have to fulfill the Great Commission, which is to go and tell people about the gospel, the good news of Jesus Christ.
So if you could boil down the role of the church in the community in just a few words, what would it be?
Well, Jesus said, "My house shall be called a house of prayer." And number one, we have to pray. Another thing that the Lord commanded people to do, the New Testament church to do, was to go and wait to receive power from on high. And they went and they prayed. That was what they did. They just went and prayed. And out of that prayer meeting, God birthed the church. And so, for me, if we're not praying, if we're not asking God to move and to work, it's just our work is going to be in vain. We have to have His power. We have to have His blessing in what we do. So I would say, number one, we need to pray, and then number two, we need to go as the Lord leads us and be open to whatever the Lord would lead us to do.